Work hard, never give up, and believe in yourself, then you will see the change you wish. Or will you? We've tried it. You have tried it. But does it really work? Have you seen the change you wished for? Or have you quit? Fun fact, did you know the second Friday of January is considered Quitter's Day? This is because many people abandon their New Year's resolutions by then. How many times have you tried to change something about yourself and actually managed to keep that change? 1, 2, or none? So, let me ask you this. Can you really change? Can you achieve the body you desire or become the person you want to be? Are you capable of greatness, or are you destined for mediocrity? The main reason you fail to achieve change is that you're looking in the wrong place. You don't understand what needs to be changed to achieve what you desire. Perhaps you don't even fully grasp what change itself means. So what is change? Is it a spark of dopamine you get from listening to a podcast or watching someone online, or is it the motivation you get from watching anime? The problem is that you see change as an action you take. Change, however, is not an action. Rather, it is the outcome of continuously maintained behavior. Let us put it this way, you don't change to become a better person. You build a list of behaviors that override the one you have to produce the change you wish. And these new behaviors should be tailored to what you want to achieve and who you are now. For example, let's say there's a guy we'll call John. John wants to build a bigger chest. The obvious answer is that he should work out. But lifting weights is just as much an exercise as running. So, if John starts running 10 kilometers a day, he might build good cardio, but not a big chest. This is because building a specific type of muscle requires a specific type of workout, just as fixing a specific type of problem and achieving a certain type of change require a particular set of behaviors. The way you approach change, the place you try to apply it, and the mindset you have against it are the main reasons you might fail to achieve it. However, there's more to consider. Another important question to ask yourself is whether you're truly ready for the change you're aiming for. It's easy to get motivated, but if your system isn't prepared for the level of change you're seeking, it won't last long. Let's say there's a person called Mike. Mike wants to get physically fit, but hasn't exercised in the past 5 years. To make up for lost time, Mike decides to work out 6 days a week. While Mike might manage this for a couple of weeks, he'll likely see a gradual decrease in their workout frequency until he quit altogether. The reason for this is that Mike's body isn't ready for exercise, let alone 6 days a week. Our bodies don't like drastic changes, so they rebel. Therefore, the behavioral advancements you make to achieve your desired change should match your current level. For someone like Mike, exercising once a week might be a more realistic starting point. However, even starting small requires the right mindset to maintain consistency. Your mind is both your greatest enemy and ally. If you let it control you, you will fail. However, if you mold it for greatness, the sky's the limit for what you can achieve. What we've discussed so far are things that your conscious mind needs to process: the need for change, the understanding of change, and the decision to change. Now, let's talk about the real powerhouse, your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the autopilot. It's a program that runs behaviors automatically. Breathing, for example, happens without you thinking about how many times to breathe or how deeply. Brushing your teeth is another example. You don't need to plan to do it, it just happens automatically. So, what's the connection to change? Your subconscious mind is a key factor in achieving change, and it's definitely one of the main reasons you might not achieve it. When your new behaviors come face to face with your subconscious autopilot behaviors, the new ones have a low chance of winning. It's like going to war against an automated army. This could manifest as self-doubt, procrastination, or anything else that disrupts your progress. So, how can someone who is subconsciously programmed to be lazy, eat junk food, and procrastinate manage to go to the gym 6 days a week? How can you become the new person you want to be when the old version is running in the background without you even realizing it? Everyone tells you, forget the past, try again, and give it your all this time. It's thoughtful advice, But remember this, following the same path won't lead you to a different destination. Your subconsciously driven behaviors that stopped you from changing before are still there. If you don't take action to address them, they'll be there to stop you countless times again. So what's next? Change starts from within, from the mind. It's the fruit of both decision and action. The key to success lies in shifting your focus from the end goal to building the behaviors that will get you there. Think of it as divide and conquer. Start simple. Often, dreams seem too big to handle initially, which can lead to stumbling. Instead, focus on mastering the basics. Want to get physically better? Great! Learn to go to the gym and lift weights, even if it's just 5 pounds. The goal isn't to build muscle immediately, it's to build the behavior that allows you to exercise consistently without setting yourself up for failure. Want to be a reader? Start by reading 1 page a day, then gradually increase the amount. Guess what will happen? Your body will improve, and you'll become more knowledgeable. Change is inevitable when you build the right habits. Befriend your mind to guide you towards your destination. Mold it for greatness, and don't be a slave to it. Start easy, build up slowly, and be consistent. It's better to achieve change after a year than to sprint for 5 months only to give up in the 6th. Sometimes, we reflect on our lives and wonder where we would be if we had taken action 5 or 10 years ago. Maybe it's starting a business, working out, or even buying Bitcoin. It's important to realize that if we don't take action now, we'll have the same regrets 5 years down the line. At this point, we already understand how to approach change. We know that change is the outcome of a process, a habit built over time. Our focus should be on the habits that lead to change rather than the change itself. We also recognize that there's no one-size-fits-all blueprint for change. Each person has a unique situation and needs to identify and eliminate different behaviors to achieve their goals. We know our mind plays a big role. We can bring it to our side by overriding unwanted behaviors, or we can let it sabotage us again. By focusing on building habits rather than just achieving a result, you'll build a solid foundation that will be sustainable. This approach in itself has the power to get you anywhere. Speed isn't your friend. You've tried that approach before and it didn't work. Instead, focus on building habits for the long haul. Most importantly, take action. But don't be reckless. Start small and gradually increase the intensity. Take it seriously, focus on building the habit, and never give up. Remember, you're always just one step, one action, and one day away from the change you desire.